Man, YouTube was in with it. It's your boy Zell, and I'm back with another video, man. Breaking news: Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez on May 2025. Turkey Al Sheik and Crawford come to an arrangement. Let's get it. Many expect. Let's get it.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Terence Bud Crawford has a major fight coming up in 2 weeks, August 3rd. 154-pound debut against Israel Majimov. The WBA, WBO titles will be on the line. It's considered the WBO interim and the WBA super title, but we know Sebastian Fundora, who's the unified WBO WBC champion, is going to vacate the WBO, and Terence Crawford will be elevated to the WBO super champion. So he's already a three-division champion, that being Terence Crawford, undisputed in two separate weight classes, and he wins this fight, he'll be a unified junior middleweight champion and a four-division world champion. With that said, Terence Crawford did an interview, obviously, to promote his upcoming fight, and Terence Crawford revealed that Jerron Boots Ennis is not in his plans. The Phenom, as I refer to him as, the IBF welterweight champion, he's not going back down to 47. He said that it was difficult to make 47. It started getting super difficult for him, and he's been there for 5 years. He dominated that division. He knocked out and stopped everybody he faced at 147. And he's on a 12-fight knockout or stoppage victory in the last 12 fights.
Yeah, man. All these people talking like Canelo can't get knocked out. Canelo's strong, but he hasn't fought anybody who can punch. Or he hasn't fought a lot of people that can separate it from his consciousness. Bud doesn't rely on weight for power. There's different factors that there's different things that factor into power. One of them, obviously, weight, speed, time, and accuracy, punch placement. Bud has everything except weight, you know. And Canelo being so heavy, if Canelo, if Bud uses Canelo's weight against him, then he will have everything needed to knock Canelo out. So it's just interesting to think of these ideas and to think of these possibilities and probabilities that Canelo could be separated from his consciousness from somebody like Bud. They say, oh, he too small. They probably said the same thing about Manny Pacquiao, and guess what he did? He came up eight. He came up so many different divisions and beat these guys. I think they said eight division champ, which is ridiculous, bro. So if he could do it, Bud could do it, bro. I think Bud better than Manny Pacquiao.
Dating back to when he became undisputed against Julius Ndongo at 140. So he stated that his plans is to now go up and he's going to fight Canelo Alvarez. That's the plan, he said. Now, I don't know if he meant to reveal this, but he said that's the plan. That's essentially what he's being told. And he was asked what weight class this is going to be at, and Terence Crawford said 168. So essentially, he confirmed it. Now, we know His Excellency, Prince Turki Al Sheikh, has stated that this is a fight he's willing to put the money up to make this fight happen. I've always been saying that Terence Crawford would beat Canelo Alvarez. The way he dominated Errol Spence.
Absolutely. Uh, Floyd Mayweather dominated Canelo Alvarez. Some people will argue that Canelo is more defensively responsible than Floyd. There's no argument that he's more offensively capable than Floyd Mayweather, especially at higher weight classes. If at welterweight, Floyd Mayweather was almost incapable of hurting people.
The last time we saw him in the ring, July of 2023, his skill set, his arm reach, he's now 40 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 wins by way of knockout. Now, he's fought once a year for the last 5 years, and Terence Crawford will be 37 in September, and that's a concern in many people's eyes. But he's 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach. Canelo Alvarez is not a young spring 33-year-old. He is 60 plus wins, two losses, two draws, 39 wins by way of knockout, and he's 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach, 69-inch arm reach. Terence Crawford has like a 5-inch arm reach advantage. He's a slick, pure boxer. Canelo Alvarez has already stated that he plans to go to Terence Crawford body, be patient, break his body down.
I think Terence Crawford more of a boxer puncher. I think both of these guys are boxer punchers. You know, both of these guys can box and can strike very well. Yeah,
When he said trying to hit Terence Crawford to the face is nearly impossible. You got to break him down to the body. You got to be very patient. So Canelo's going over a game plan, and it looks like we're going to get this fight. Now, I believe it's going to be early 2025 because Canelo Alvarez historically fights Cinco de Mayo weekend, and then which is May 5th, and then he fights Mexican Independence Day weekend, which is the second weekend in September, which happens to fall on September 14th this year. That's Saturday anyway. And Terence Crawford is fighting in August. I don't see unless they both just have clean, dominant performances. Now, Canelo Alvarez looks like he's going to fight Edgar Berlanga or Chris Eubanks Jr., so I don't expect him to have tough time with either one of them. But it seems like he's staying busy and he's not looking for much of a challenge en route to this Terence Crawford fight.
yeah, man. That's what's making the sport ass. But this dude should have fought Benavidez 3 years ago, man. And he ain't looking for no competition. He just looking for money fights, man. The sport gonna change though. The sport gonna change. The Saudis gonna change this shit. Trust me. They need the it needs to be mandatory that unification fights happen. It needs to be a mandatory thing that unification fights happen. The champions shouldn't be able to duck each other. No, they should be forced to fight each other. Either forced to fight each other or get a belt up. It is what it is.
Right now, obviously, everybody's calling for um, Canelo Alvarez to fight the Mexican Ecuadorian monster David Benavidez, but he just doesn't have much interest in that fight. Nonetheless, he's not going to take that fight. Terence Crawford is a major payday. I believe Turkey Al Sheikh is going to put up major money for this fight, and I believe that this is the fight that's on the table. And I believe that Terence Crawford may have revealed this accidentally. He said that's the plan. That's essentially that's what he's being told. Obviously, Canelo was asked about this. Canelo was asked, "Would you?" In May, it would have to be in January. King. He fights Terence Crawford. He's gonna be a 37-year-old undefeated pound for pound king. Let's see.
Hey man, y'all should love the Blue Blood Sports TV, man. I think Terence Crawford definitely can beat Canelo, but I don't think he should be so gun ho. I don't think he should be so offensive against Canelo that he puts himself out of position. Because Canelo is the naturally bigger man. Canelo might be able to take a bigger punch and deliver a bigger punch than Bud is used to. You know, I don't think Bud has fought any pound for pound strikers. Canelo is one of those pound for pound strikers that can punch. But look, man, YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and share this to somebody who need to hear it. To all the haters, keep hating, man. We're on the road to 2K subs, man. I know we're gonna get there. I love y'all. Till this time.